you look at Book, man, Book is the Suns, bro. Like, when I think of Phoenix, you think of Devin Booker, right? You think, he's an elite talent, but it's almost like, I don't want to say he's digressed, but he just hasn't taken that extra step to be like that. Just undeniable, like, give me the ball, I'm going to get you that bucket. It was a lot of just deferring to, like, Jalen Green and Dillon. It seems like Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green are the alphas on that team.
This is James Harden, man. This is what James Harden does in the playoffs.
Right.
He didn't give you 40.
He's a great player, man. This isn't Mohawk James Harden in Houston.
Hall of Famer, no, but it's just James Harden, man.
Demands the ball too much.
The New York Knickerbockers on the back of, was a 39 piece by your boy Jalen Thompson. Yeah, 17 in the fourth quarter. I think if I watch it, he balled out in that game because the Hawks were in that game. The Thunder play super physical, strong, tough defense, but then they all flop. Every single one of them. And if they don't get a call, they complain. They flop and complain. Maybe they get the call, maybe they don't. You can't play physical defense. You can't try to play 90s defense over here and then flop over here. I'm tired of watching it. I don't want to watch it anymore. Hey, welcome back to the Can't Teach Taste podcast with your boy Matt Gannum and your boy Todd Tomlinson. We're middle of the first round right now, man. I'm excited, but also a little confused with some of these outcomes, man. What are you thinking?
Yeah, no, I agree, dude. It's been playoff basketball is like my favorite time of year. So I post up on Saturday or in the evenings after I get home from work and throw the games on. Yeah, some surprising outcomes so far. Some pretty predictable, but yeah, man, it's been entertaining, dude. I've enjoyed it. We'll just get into it in a little bit, but a couple of my teams got me nervous right now, brother. So
yeah, well, I'm living stress-free in these playoffs.
Don't have to worry about it anymore, man.
Right, bro. Nothing to. It's interesting to watch games and care about games, and literally not care about games where it just doesn't. The outcome doesn't matter. Like, you're betting on it. Okay, fine. Maybe you want, someone to hit a certain amount of points, or maybe you got the over. Like I put a pretty good sized bet for me, anyways, on the Pistons Magic Game 5 over. I mean, it would smash the over. It hit it with 3.5 minutes left, so that was fun.
You were hooping. Yeah. It's kind of nice. I'm not gonna when your team's not in it. Look, I'm a Jets fan, bro. So the playoffs and football's kind of nice. Like, there's no stress. Like, my boys who have teams that are actually in the playoffs, they're stressed. Like, it's hard to watch the game, but in a way, it's nice. I'd rather my team be in the playoffs, but right now I got the two teams I root for are they're in the thick of it, brother. So yeah, a lot of stress, dog.
Heavy. And there's the two teams that I would root for. I suppose if there's a second team, you call them the Suns.
Yeah,
we're in the same situation in the playing game. And I was like, all right, Steph gave 36 in the first playing game. Do I want him to get 40 and watch the Thunder beat the Warriors by 30 points a night? Not really. Of course, in the moment, I was upset when the Suns beat them. But, like, right after you get over it, then you're like, okay, this is good. Because I don't think we can jump right into the first topic here. Imagine the Lakers. Well, shit, you might see the Lakers play the Thunder if they can figure it out. But imagine you're a Suns fan. The Suns were a 4 seed most of the playoffs, 3 seed for a while. I mean, pre-season or during the season, especially the first 2/3 of the season when Jalen Green wasn't playing. The Suns were dominant. They were beating everyone and, playing way above where they should have been. And so everyone thinks, okay, well, now we're finally healthy. We're going to be good. And they just get waxed.
Yeah, dude. It's kind of – well, first of all, OKC's good as shit. Like, it is what it is. But at the same time, I thought the Suns would get a game or two. You know what I mean? And I think – and we'll talk about it right now. I think Devin Booker just was, like, obsolete, bro. Like, it was weird to me. What Devin Booker, for all intents and purposes, and there's talks about, is he a superstar, is he not? But for what he's getting paid, that max money, like, you expect Devin to have that 40-point game, that 38-point game, kind of put the team on his back and carry him, kind of like we saw Cade do the other night to a victory. You didn't see it. It was almost like he was super passive. And the only way you're beating OKC is if Devin Booker, and I'm not even saying in the series, just even in a single game. The only way
somebody needs to.
Yes.
Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, someone.
But you look at Book, man. Book is the Suns, bro. Like, when I think of Phoenix, you think of Devin Booker, right? You think, he's an elite talent, but it's almost like, I don't want to say he's digressed, but he just hasn't taken that extra step to be like that. Just
I have a
undeniable, like, give me the ball, I'm going to get you that bucket. It was a lot of just deferring to like Jalen Green and Dillon. It seems like Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green are the alphas on that team.
Yeah, well, Dillon Brooks has the attitude of the alpha. I think Jalen Green's candidly, like, I'm not going to say what I think about Book right now because I don't know, man. I don't want to think what I'm thinking. But Jalen Green, I think, is almost clueless, man. He's just out there. He's a gun. He just wants to shoot. He's just going. I mean, but he has to because nobody else is. So maybe he's not clueless, but not my favorite player. Doesn't play defense, can't play defense, is super athletic, is young, can shoot, can get you 40. But I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure Dillon Brooks had the only 30 piece in that series in game 3, right? He was averaging 27 a game going into game 4. I think Book was at 21 and Jalen Green was at 21 or 22. So you can't have Dillon Brooks be your leading scorer in the playoffs. Although shout out DB, shout out the villain.
He's been great.
I think he found a home. If you guys saw his post, said he feels like he found a home, man.
Perfect fit there, dude.
People embrace him. If you saw the day after their sweep, he was 8 or 9 in the morning at the practice facility, taking shots, like working out. Didn't take a day off, man. So shout out Dillon Brooks, man. But we got to have real quick, I'm going to say one thing before we get into Devin Booker, because obviously, Shea plays a certain kind of way, right? The Thunder play super physical, strong, tough defense, but then they all flop, every single one of them. And if they don't get a call, they complain. They flop and complain. Maybe they get the call, maybe they don't. So the one game where Shea had 25 points and 5 made buckets, I was like, I can't watch this dude anymore. I don't want to watch him. I don't wish injury on anyone, but I don't want to watch him play anymore. Like, roll your ankle, sit out, get beat, go home. I don't want an injury, but I don't want to watch you play anymore, man. Like, stop flopping. Stop the antics. When someone touches you, you don't jerk your head like you just got in a car accident. And then you can't play tough defense. You can't sick Lou Dort on people or Cason Wallace or Isaiah Joe or J-Dub or Hartenstein or any of these guys that play physical good defense, which I have no problem with. But you can't play physical defense. You can't try to play 90s defense over here and then flop over here. I'm tired of watching it. I don't want to watch it anymore. I don't like SGA at all, even though he's the most dominant player in the league. And when he shoots his step backs and he doesn't push off, he pushes off every play. When he doesn't push off or when he creates separation, hits a shot, he's unguardable. So why don't you just do that?
I agree. That's the point. He doesn't have to do it. The foul baiting is the foul baiting is just like unbearable, dude. Like I can't, to your point, I can't watch it. The foul baiting, and SGA is so talented, he doesn't need to do it. And I don't know, the refs they gotta, to your point, they're so physical on defense, and on offense they're flailing, and it's hard basketball to watch. I don't enjoy it. But at this point, if the refs are going to call the game the way they are, I just don't even know who can. San Antonio, I think, has a shot, but
nobody could probably beat them. The way they beat the Suns without Jalen Williams.
That's what I'm saying. Without Jalen Williams, I thought the Suns would at least get a game or two. And that's what it was, man. If I'm going to lose and I'm Phoenix, I want to lose with Devin Booker emptying the clip. Obviously, I'll put my chips on Dev. That's just me. I'd be like, hey, Dev, shoot us in or out this bitch. You know what I mean? I'm rolling with Devin Booker, and that's what I wish I could have. I love his game. I just wish he would have shot more and did more, and maybe there's more to it. But yeah, that was disappointing. I didn't think they were going to win the series, but I thought they'd steal a game or two.
I had a maybe getting a game, maybe. But if Dillon Brooks is your leading scorer when he's really your defensive tone setter and he can hit shots, he's a shot maker now, which is crazy. He did it all season.
He did.
In my book, should have won Most Improved Player.
Agree.
They cited Gilgeous-Alexander Walker, who had a great season, his jump in points, but I think that was mostly because he played more. Obviously, he played way better than when he was in Minnesota. When he was in Minnesota, he bugged me. He hoops. He's still hooping. But he hoops. So, Book's got to go out like Steph did, where you get 36, and the next game you get 12, but you shoot the ball 18 times or whatever. You got to be you got to take the most shots. You're not in foul trouble. You're deferring. You're passing. You're not going to the hoop. I will say, though, I agreed with his comments about the refs with WWE stuff where they need accountability, because the flagrant foul where he spun and turned and pulled up and he hit I mean, I don't think he even touched Caruso, but the elbow might have grazed his nose, and he gets a flagrant foul for that. First of all, that's not even an offensive foul. It's not a foul at all. And then the next one where he's going out of bounds and he saves the ball, and they throw a tech and they give him a tech when he's literally about to run into a fan. Like there's nothing about that was intentional. And he also even said to the ref, like, I didn't even know where he was. There's no way I could do that. And Caruso's like, call a tech. And obviously, like, it's probably not rigged. Maybe it is, but that shit was terrible. So I'll give Book a little bit of grace there. But if he had gone 11 for 29, shot like shit, and didn't get calls, that's different than what happened.
Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm taking that. He's their best player. He just is. Like, obviously, Brooks is kind of revitalized his career. I agree. I thought he should have won Most Improved, but to your point, he got hurt. That's probably why. Jalen Green's got talent. He'll have some of the games like he had in the
against the Warriors.
Second play-in. Yeah, right. He'll have games like that every once in a while. But I mean, Devin Booker is their best player. So again, if I'm the Suns, I want to ride the backup Book, and for better or worse.
Well, they also played Jordan Goodwin starting in the first couple games, and obviously Grayson was out, but they shouldn't have did that, man. He barely even played in the regular season. That was bad.
It was tough. They're outmatched, man. But I thought, again, if I were to tell you Jalen Williams wasn't going to play, after what was it, game one when he got hurt, I wouldn't. You told me Phoenix would win a game or two. I wouldn't be surprised. That's why I was like, I think they can get one or two, but yeah, it wasn't even close, bro. So
that was terrible.
And you want to talk about the the SGA's Instagram post to Dillon Brooks after the
What did it say on his jersey that he put?
Cancun on 3, because his number 3, and it said Cancun on 3. And they're Canadian teammates, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Dillon Brooks did say, like, I'm going to guard him. He's got to stop the flopping. Like, save that for the regular season, the foul baiting, save it for the regular season. The playoffs supposed to be for the better team to win.
Agree.
And you're not allowed to get 25 points on 5 made shots. You're just not. You're not. And they weren't threes. You're just not.
I agree. I don't know. It's miserable to watch.
It's not ethical, man. It's winning. You can't say it's not winning because they're calling it, but it's not ethical.
And he doesn't have to do it. He's talented. He can hit shots.
He also doesn't have to do it.
No, fucking doesn't have to do it, bro. Like, he can still be great and not do it.
If you play the whole game and you're down 1 with 8 seconds left, fucking do that. But don't do it the whole game. Like, it's reasonable at times to try to draw a foul. But if you're not making a basketball move, they should not call a foul. Like, do you see the one that Chet did on the left wing? I forget who hit him, but he, like, pump faked and, like, jumped sideways and jumped into the dude that jumped. It's just like, that's not even a basketball play, man. You couldn't make 1 out of 10 of those shots if the defender wasn't there.
You just got to blame the refs, though, for calling it.
Or the league. Or someone.
Or the league. I guess we can't necessarily blame them because they're getting the calls, they're getting to the free throw line, and they're winning. So
no, it's not their fault. I wish they wouldn't do it, but it's not their fault.
Agree.
So, RIP Phoenix Suns 2026 season. See what you got next year. The golden child, Devin Booker, starts the first of 2 years making $72.5 million next year. I think the salary cap is somewhere in like is it 160 or something like that?
Yeah.
So between him and Jalen Green, who make $36 million, I mean, dude, they're taking up a good chunk of that cap. But Matt Ishbia, don't worry, Phoenix Suns. You don't need to worry about the luxury tax because the fans are going to pay it. He just raises prices. That's it. Matt Ishbia will not pay the luxury tax. He is not concerned about it. He's like, hot dogs, $1, beers, $1, prices 40% up. So don't worry about the Suns. They got money.
The fans got it. The fans got it covered. What a guy.
Yeah, we got it. All right. Moving on into, the debate of would you rather Steph lose or would you rather Steph get beat the way the Suns got beat? We're kind of in a predicament here for our guy Todd. Obviously, Austin Reeves came back last night. For those that don't know where we are, because this will probably come out in a couple days. Austin Reeves comes back, plays 30-plus minutes, shoots okay. He didn't shoot great, but, I mean, he played good at times. Lakers up 3-2. The predicament that I asked Todd is, and I'll ask him again so you guys will know, Todd, would you rather the Lakers lose and drop a 3-0 lead and be the first team of all time to do that, or would you rather watch them get beat by 25 every game by OKC next series?
Easy, and it's watching them lose by 25 every night to OKC. Could y'all imagine people like Matt and Adam Spanish after LeBron would blow a 3-0 lead? Never hear the end of it. It would just be tarnish his legacy. Jordan would never, Kobe would never. You know what I mean? And plus, it's you get to watch your team play a little bit more basketball, right? And maybe, who knows, maybe they pull a game out, or they make it at least a little competitive. I don't think they have a chance at all. Even with Luka, it would be they're playing great ball before Luka got hurt, but even with Luka at full strength, because if you remember the game Luka and Austin got hurt was against OKC, and they're getting ran out the building. So even with those guys healthy, it would have been a tall task. So I just think OKC is a better team, but I'd rather see them lose by 20 in 4 straight games.
I don't like the 3-0 at all. Mm-hmm. Also, I will say it shouldn't be 3-2 Lakers. It should be 3-2 Rockets. Shame on Reed Shepherd. Shame on who else did that? Was it Jabari Smith with those bad turnovers, and then they fouled?
That game. Yeah, game
30 seconds up 6, you should win. So it should be 3-2. It's not. It's actually 3-2 the opposite way. They just lost the home game. So if Houston can get their stuff together, we're going to get a game 7 in LA, man. That's going to be a live one.
It's going to be live. It's going to be live and nerve-wracking. Austin Reeves, it's good he got a game under his belt. Didn't play great. You can tell he was rusty. LeBron at times looks a little tired and worn down, but you're not getting the game. Luke hasn't strung together, as good at games. So you need Kennard to play well, and some of these other guys to take shots. Marcus Smart's been great. No one played really well last night, but they got to be careful, man, because the game 7, anything can happen. It's going to be tough to win in Houston, but they got.
Slim shows up for game 7.
He might. They're saying it's a bone bruise, so who knows? They say that's like a 2-week thing. So who knows? But
game 7 if there is.
You would hope. Even for me as a Laker fan, like you would hope. I wouldn't. If he has a chance to play, that'd be great, man. LeBron, KD, at the tail end of their careers, game 7 in LA. It's just for the sport. I think it'd be good.
Nobody really played well in the Rockets yesterday besides Jabari Smith, maybe. I mean,
he played well.
Reed Shepherd's a travesty on the basketball court, bro. Like that guy, man.
All or nothing with him, dude. He'll make a couple really tough shots plays
at the end, like good plays at the end. But that whole game, he was bad.
Yeah, dude.
He was really bad in game 2 that we went to. He was horrible.
He was horrible that game, and then he is obviously game 3 was a train wreck for the guy too. So, Lakers, figure it out, man. By the time this pod comes out.
Anyone that thinks Fred VanVleet isn't important should know that this series would be over if Fred VanVleet was playing. Because
I'm not even sure the series would exist if Fred VanVleet was playing. They'd be a different seed probably, because they'd be a higher seed. Like the one thing that they're missing is that point guard, that presence. Thompson isn't. He's a great player. He's not really a point guard to set as much stuff up. VanVleet, and he brings shooting.
You know how good they'd be with Steven Adams. How helpful he would be, man.
Oh yeah, defensively and rebounding, and I mean they
all 3 of their veterans are out. KD kind of played. Actually, KD had a 20-point half and a 3-point half in the game that he played.
Yeah, so he was. Yeah, that first half, the game that we saw, he was great.
Lightning. So we could also, as we talk about it, what I would say is with Luka playing, if they played OKC, I'd give them 1, maybe 2, maybe 1 where it's like real close and they lose, or they win and it's 2. Without Luka, it's a sweep. There's just no way. And it may be that for everyone. Maybe San Antonio or Denver, maybe.
I think San Antonio can beat them, man. I don't, I'm bullish, and maybe it's just because we're annoyed with OKC so much. We're grabbing them. But man, we'll get into San Antonio later. But I think that would be a good series.
So we got game 6 for the Lakers Rockets in Houston tomorrow. I think KD's out already.
Yes.
One other comment. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of probably not worth saying, but it's bananas that you have the best shooter on the Lakers team is 1 for 1 from the field in this series, and that's Dalton Knecht, who came in at the end of the blowout game and just fired a 3. And you have Bronny playing at times meaningful minutes, when literally someone that probably should be playing over Luke Kennard is not even allowed to step on the floor except for during timeouts. Crazy.
Well, they need Bronny at the time for some ball handling. That's not Knecht's game. It's interesting that Knecht didn't get any playing time even during the season. It's got to be some kind of.
What do you do?
It's got to be that they don't trust him defensively or something. I don't know.
He can't be that bad. They let Luka and Austin Reeves play defense.
That's true, but those are 2 of the elite scorers in the NBA.
Of course. Knecht could give you 20 a game, man. He could give you.
I like Dalton, man. We went to a preseason game where the guy was,
he had 25 in the fourth quarter.
He was insane.
Let me trade you a 2035 second-round pick for Dalton Knecht right now.
They're probably going to trade him. There's no use for him if you're not going to play him. And some team could use him. Like he's instant offense off the bench, so he'll get an opportunity. Probably just won't be in LA.
He's getting time. Yeah,
For
so
sure.
we'll see. We'll see if the Lakers can avoid the 3-0 choke job.
Don't put
Especially
that
if
on.
he doesn't play, dude, that narrative will be even
Don't
worse.
put that on us, dog. Don't start with me right now, dude. I'm already worried
I don't
about
think
it.
they actually can do it because I thought they were going to win last night. But
Yeah,
Houston can also lose at home, though. Houston is kind of whack without
yeah.
Fred
And
and
Sengun, another guy I can't stand. Kind of like
Şengün.
his
Also,
whole.
Amon Thompson can't shoot to save his life, although his brother, although both athletic and good defenders and good ball handlers, cannot shoot the ball, man.
They can't, but damn, those boys
Yeah,
can
they're balling.
defend, and they're
Those
athletic as
guys can
shit.
learn how to shoot a 17-footer. They're going to be
Oh my god,
nobody's
yeah,
stopping them. They can make the mid range.
they're young. And they got to just lock themselves in the gym, but they can play.
Şengün's wild, man. So much. There's like nuggets in there, and then there's some plays where you're just like, dude, get out of here, man.
Like the way he moves bothers me. It's just like I don't know.
See LeBron, where he was like, he said that was a soft call, and LeBron was like, anyone on the team could say that besides you.
Play the clip.
Not say that.
Play
You
the
know what I
clip.
mean? Yeah, play the clip, dude. Play the clip. LeBron was not happy with that. I thought he was going to miss his free throw after that, but he made it because he was mad.
Yeah,
He was really mad. That shit was hilarious.
He does not like him.
All right, moving on in the West, you have the depleted Minnesota Timberwolves up 3-2 on Denver with Achilles. Prayers out to Dante DiVincenzo, one of my favorite players. I love Dante's game. And Ant is out for, I think a couple weeks, so he's pretty much done for the series. Minnesota beat them pretty bad in Game 5 to make it a 3-2 series. So this could be a 3-1, which I think in 2020, Denver did two of them. Two series in a row, so we'll see what happens. Minnesota's playing super depleted. Denver's healthy. They're still not playing great, though.
No, they're not. I'm disappointed in Denver. They should win this series, obviously, without DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards. Minnesota could pull out another game, though, man. You still got Naz Reid. You still got Julius Randle. You obviously got Gobert, who, just for defense and rebounding, obviously. You got some guys that can take shots. Jaden McDaniels. So you still got some talent. They could pull one out, but Denver should win this series, dude.
Well, this is the game,
luckily,
man.
They got lucky, dude.
Yeah, they got lucky.
Yeah, for sure.
This is in Minnesota. Denver 7.5 or 6.5 favorites at Minnesota. This is the game. They're not winning Game 7 in Denver. You might as well Denver. They might as well just fly to. I guess what is it? Fly to San Antonio straight from freaking Minnesota if they win because they're not losing at home.
No.
So
and that will be a great series too. I want Denver to win, and we gave Denver a lot of props, dude, and a lot of praise before the playoffs are not playing well. But when Anthony Edwards in Minnesota was playing good, I kind of found myself rooting for Minnesota, right? But now that Minnesota's so depleted, they'd have no chance against San Antonio. So I want Denver to win because I want to see that series. It'll be a better series, obviously. If Minnesota advances, they're not. They still don't have enough to make a meaningful run to where Denver does. So
no, Minnesota, dude, they were the team that beat Denver the year that Luka went to the finals because obviously Luka was getting rolled off the floor by Denver if they had to play him, but they didn't. And that was when they had 3 7-footers. Obviously now they have Randall, who's big, plus Naz and Rudy, and that's the key to beating Jokic is throwing multiple bigs at him. That's what the United States did in the game against Serbia.
Yep.
In the finals is they had was it Embiid starting and then they put Bam and Anthony Davis in, and that was the turning point for that game. So Minnesota's still kind of like a kryptonite for Denver, right? I don't know if it's Ant or what it is, if it's the bigs, but Minnesota was getting ready to run Denver out of the gym. So
yeah, dude,
we'll see what happens.
Aaron Gordon still doesn't look right. I think that's part of it too. He's not,
he's too important. He's arguably as important as Jamal Murray, not as, but pretty close.
I agree. So he's not right. He's obviously not going to be right for the rest of the playoffs. But if you can get some semblance of like the regular Aaron Gordon, they'll be all right. But that's a big factor, I think, of why they're not playing as well.
Yep. And then we move on to another series that's over, which is San Antonio winning in 5. Portland won the game where Wemby went out, right?
Yep.
And they could have won the game where he was out, and they were fighting in that game. They didn't hang around and do it. Denny Avdia had a couple good games, but he didn't really have any signature games like he did in the play-in against Phoenix. If we saw that guy, we might have seen this. I mean, they played with him, man. I mean, they did. They did for a play-in team. Without Damian Lillard, although he didn't play all season. They got a lot of young players. I guess Drew Holiday was exceptional, really. I mean, he's an Olympian. He took over a lot. Klingon, a lot to be desired for Klingon, man. I mean, if he plays better, I mean, he missed so many shots. Couldn't get
threes.
Dude,
a lot of threes. You know what I mean? That's something he can develop, and he knocked a couple down. But yeah, I mean, he's. I mean, I think it turned to be a decent player. And Scoot Henderson had some really good games, man. He was hooping.
Towards the end, though, in the last two games, Denny was getting the ball out on the wing. Obviously, Castle was, Stephon Castle was, not even letting him get the ball. I mean, he was D'ing him up at the end. But anytime Denny would get the ball, he could go by people, and he just either would pass. It was weird. It was almost like he started deferring, which he was not deferring this season. He was shooting the ball every time. So they needed that because that's what got him there.
Yep.
And, I mean, there was one shot that he took where Wemby blocked it on the way up and it went over the backboard, which I've never seen before. Did you see that? It hit the top of the backboard. It skipped off the top of the backboard, and he went to hit a floater, and Wemby came up and hit it, and it hit off the top of his hand and went up. I've never seen a block shot go over the backboard. I mean, Wemby's a freak. Obviously, the big caveat there is, and that's almost the only reason why I want Denver to beat them, is because I feel like it's only a matter of time till Wemby gets hurt, and he's going to miss games. And when he misses games, OKC's beating the brakes off of you. So,
yeah. That failed that his frame, he's just susceptible to injury. But yeah, Denny, I don't know, has he played in the playoffs before?
No.
He's just still it's you could tell. He's a great player. He'll get better. Surprised Portland even made the playoffs, man. So he
gave Devin Booker 40 in the playing game.
They're gonna get, and I mean, we haven't even talked about it, and it kind of went away, but it came up again because Damon Jones pleaded guilty. But beginning of the year, Chauncey Billups and that whole thing, you know what I mean? Then they got Tiago Splitter coming in. So even with everything going on, they still were able to put together a solid season. You got Dame coming back next year. I think Scoot Henderson will be a little bit better. You need Sharp to take a step forward, but Avia will be good. Maybe they'll make one or two more additions and we'll be a solid team. I mean, the West is so tough, but it's, I think they'll be, in contention for, the playoffs again next year.
If they don't pay Splitter and they try to come up with some bullshit or they try to underpay him or something, that's a problem. That dude needs to get a contract.
He did great, man. I think they were already looking at coaches or something right now. It's just kind of disrespectful, man.
Unless the players hate him, which they don't, because they wouldn't have outperformed what they were supposed to do by so much. There's no way.
He's done a great job, dude. So I'd keep him. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So let's jump in to the East. We'll start with the not 7 seeds Philadelphia Sixers, who are down 3-2 to the Boston Celtics. I think we have game six coming up in Philly, so we shall see, because the Sixers just escaped elimination in Boston, which is kind of crazy. Obviously, Embiid played well in that game. You know what I mean? And obviously, Maxi's playing so well. So the Sixers obviously really aren't a 7 seed, but I mean, Boston's in trouble, man. I mean,
it's weird. Boston doesn't play well at home. Even last year in the playoffs, the Knicks beat them 2 games in a row. I think 2 games in a row, the Knicks were down by 20 points last year and came back and won in Boston. And then Philly just beat them in Boston.
I mean, the Warriors beat them twice in the finals.
It's weird. You would think
they were up 2-1 in that game where Steph went off on them. You should be up 3-1 and the series should be over.
Boston's still the better team. I mean, I'll give you credit. You were right. Tatum did implement himself pretty flawlessly, and I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, they got one of those just games from Embiid, he's capable of doing that, right?
He's the Olympic starter for a reason. It's in there.
Yeah, so you get that, and they have a chance to push this to 7. Still Boston a lot with Jaylen Brown and Tatum and Pritchard and Derek White and those boys to win in Boston in a game 7. If it goes there. But Philly has a chance to make it interesting, man. And you never want to push it to a game 7, man. Anything can happen. You get, 44-point performance from Maxey.
Yeah,
And Paul George
Edge gives you 20, 25, and B gives you 25 and 12, and you lose.
PG has like a turn back the clock game and gives you like
PG
26.
Too, man.
Yeah. So Edgecombe is, is hitting threes, and you just don't want to. They're playing with house money. You just don't want to take it there. So just like the Knicks, we're not going to get into. We'll get into that here in a second, but you got to close it out in Game 6, man. Game 7 is just too many variables, dude. Even if you're at home.
Shout out Peyton Pritchard too, who's having a good series.
He's been silly.
He's been great. I mean, and he's a bucket off the bench, man.
He's been silly. I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like him at all. He's damn good. He is. He can hoop, bro. Like he's offensively, like he's damn good, dog.
He's a robot. Man. You can't get in his head. Like the moment doesn't bother him. He's like Klay-ish. By the way, he is kind of like where he just comes out. He's very even keel, and that's one thing that I will say. I'll say one thing positive about SGA. Like people talk shit to him, the fans talk shit to him, the fucking players talk shit to him. He knows he's foul baiting. They're talking to him. He doesn't even get mad.
Yeah,
and like he's so even keel, man. That's got to be so important. Obviously, like for Kobe or Jordan, it was important for them to get mad. Like don't talk shit to him and amp him up. But you can't because like you have a lot of bad things to say about SGA. Like he can't say he doesn't foul bait. He can't say he doesn't flop. He can't say he doesn't cry to the refs. That's what he does the whole game, and it doesn't even bother him when they when they give him a hard time about it, which is crazy.
I appreciate that too. When the demeanor is just steady, regardless. He's great at that. But yeah, Pritchard's been good, which is important, especially offensively, because Derek White struggled a little bit offensively. He's such a great defender, so he's still going to play. But Pritchard has been that that offensive, that third offensive option behind the two stars in Brown and Tatum. So
those guys are so good, dude. No Kristaps Porzingis, no Drew Holiday. And look where we are. I mean, maybe with those guys, they probably win in 5, and you call it. But I mean, Boston still got a good chance of any to win the chip. So
you're right. I hate it. I hate that you're right about Boston because I hate Boston. But
I don't like Boston either. I don't like Boston at all. I like Jalen Brown though, and Pritchard.
He's great.
And Tatum's growing on me from a skill and a player standpoint, but like mentality and just like
corny as shit.
His aura is corny, and it's just
awful.
not. And he can't fix it. It's going to be like that forever.
And I don't care what you say. That's Jalen Brown's team, man. He's the alpha, always has been. Was Finals MVP. He's the engine. I'm taking Jalen Brown over Tatum. People might think I'm crazy.
I've been saying that since 2020, since the Warriors beat him. I have a couple buddies that are really big Boston fans, and I was like, dude, if you give me one or the other, I'm taking Jalen Brown all day. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, he was in conversation for MVP. Yeah. I mean, he's not going to win it, but he was in conversations all year.
Yeah, man. Well, let's move on to your boys. The New York Knickerbockers on the back of was a 39 piece by your boy Jalen Thompson. Yeah, 17 in the fourth quarter. I think if I watch it, he balled out in that game because the Hawks were in that game. Game 6 in about 20 minutes, real time, not 20 minutes from this pod. It'll be over. The series will be over by the time y'all hear this, but. Knicks got a big game in Atlanta, man. And also last game in Atlanta, nobody hooped for Atlanta. Like there was a couple, I think they had a few guys in like the 16, 17 range. There's nobody giving you 30. And Jalen Brunson took the game. So what's going to happen in Atlanta? Atlanta's young. They're athletic. They're it's almost like they don't know what they don't know. So it's like they're kind of like deer in headlights. They're not deer in headlights. They're just,
experience, man.
With house money, bro. So it's like, what happened to game 6? Are we going to game 7 or what are we doing?
I think the Knicks know how important it is. Like the Knicks, to me, are clearly the better team, man. The games that they've won, I think, is by an average of a ton. It's by an average of like 15 or 7. I don't know. It's by a high average. And the 2 games the Knicks lost have both been by 1 point. The Knicks messing around. They lost. They blew a 14-point lead in that thing in game 2 in MSG. They're the better team, the more experienced team. Atlanta's they're good, man. They got some really good players, but the Knicks should win this game and close it out. Again, you're playing with fire if you take it to a game 7. CJ could give you 30. Yeah. Things get tight. I do think if it does go to a game 7, the Knicks should win it comfortably. I just think they're the better team. Wouldn't be surprised if they lost tonight, but I think they should win. What's the spread?
Knicks -2.5.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're listening to Todd Tomlinson, you should probably hammer that -2.5 or money line, which is probably like -1, like 30. -1. I mean they need to win, man. They're obviously a better team. They've played better. They're deeper. They're not young. They do have experience. I will say this too, as I was looking through this, which is crazy. The cheapest ticket in the building, when you go on ESPN, it uses Vivid Seats to it'll say, come to the game for as low as $54 tonight. Cheapest seat in the house in Atlanta, Game 6. Game 7, $498. Cheapest seat in the
That's nasty work.
Nasty, dude. $500 in the back.
It's MSG is live now, man. It's kind of like, staples in a way of celebrities, and New York is such a passionate, those tickets will go for a ton. What's interesting is that the last game in Atlanta, they said it was about 40% Knicks fans. Like, you could hear them. I don't know why Atlanta even allowed
easy flight. Well, dude, because their fans are reselling the tickets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, which is wild.
Make a ton of money off the Knicks fans who are used to paying way more than this.
It'll be interesting to see, the Knicks, it was like 40-60. So tonight it'll be interesting to see if it's the same type of, and I assume it will be, because Atlanta's a hub. It's easy to get to with Delta. You can, quick flight over there. So they need to finish it tonight, though. Atlanta's good. They're going to be good for a while. So the Knicks need to figure this one out tonight.
I wish I didn't open this, but the closest seats I can find to the court are row 2 in the section, not on the court. They have court, but it's not available on this website. $9,100 for row 2 in the bleachers.
In the bleachers for when, tonight?
No, for Game 7.
Oh, for Game 7?
That's nasty work, man.
That's nasty. Yeah. But Game 7 in the Garden.
You can get the same tickets for $559, bro.
In Atlanta.
Hey, whoever lives in Atlanta, section 119, row HH, which usually means you're really close.
20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes.
Bro, get to that game, man. $559. That's nasty.
That's wild.
That's $61 more than the cheapest seat in the Garden.
It would be something, though, to go to a Game 7 in the Garden. I will say that.
100%.
But right. Yeah, it'll
Celtics in 6, Knicks in 6.
Yeah.
Although if they go 7, fuck, man, I'll be hyped to watch it. I think it would be Saturday.
I would hate every second of that game.
I hope that they win tonight so they can rest a little bit, because they got a tough sledding in Boston. So
yeah, that's going to be a good series. Boston is playing so well. I agree. And that's what I want to see. I want to see Boston, New York.
Yeah. All right, next series, my least favorite series of all 8 of them, even though 2 of the series weren't close. Cleveland looks crazy for trading for James Harden, up 3-2 against the 5 seed Raptors, going to play Game 6, I think, in Toronto. Is tomorrow. Is that tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tomorrow. I don't have any interest in watching James Harden. Donovan Mitchell's not playing particularly well. Evan Mobley, whatever. I don't have any interest in these teams. Brandon Ingram, man, god damn, I thought he would still hoop, but he's not hooping, bro.
Not playing well.
He's playing.
Things are so hard for him, it seems like. Like, every shot is contested, falling away. Like, nothing is easy for Brandon Ingram. He's not overly quick. He's tall, but he seems like all his, degree of difficulty for every shot is like, damn, it's a fucking tough pull-up jump shot. And I agree, the whole James Harden trade made no sense to me. Still doesn't make sense to me. If you want to move off Garland, fine, but why for James Harden? He's not a proven winner. He didn't put you over the edge to win a championship.
No.
This is
exact. And I actually like James Harden a lot.
He's a great player.
But this is James Harden, man. This is what James Harden does in the playoffs.
Right.
He didn't give you 40.
He's a great player, man. This isn't a Mohawk James Harden in Houston.
Hall of Famer, no, but it's just James Harden, man.
He demands the ball too much. And again, it's not Mohawk Houston James Harden. He's a little older, still a great player. But if you're coming off, even though he was hurt a lot, a really talented young player in Garland, you get something in return that's a little younger, that can grow with Mobley and Mitchell for the next couple of years. I just don't think that. Yeah, Harden's a winning player, and it didn't move the needle at all. I mean, they're in a dogfight with the Raptors right now. So
I'm going to say Cavs in 7.
Yeah, I agree.
Great for James Harden. I'm going to tell you, I think Orlando's going to beat Cleveland.
Dude, I like Orlando, bro.
I was high on them preseason. We were both high on them preseason. Way high on them. They weren't an 8 seed. They weren't playing.
No. They defend. They're tough. Powell probably, Banchero finally, is starting to play like we know he can. He had 45 in a losing effort.
Aggressive, man. Aggressive.
It's crazy. Like, Detroit was playing so, and that's like they need Cade to be superhuman to win these games, and I don't know like kind of what turned. And Cade is a superstar in every sense of that word, bro. He's great,
He's him.
but I think Orlando's the better team, dude. I just do, and I didn't think that. I didn't think that. I really didn't. But
They didn't have Wagner. They didn't have
no,
him. Like I mean, what's his name? Anthony Black's playing pretty well. What's the other dude's name? Why is he the ball dude with the
Suggs,
headband? Yeah,
Jalen
Jalen Suggs.
Suggs,
Yeah, he's hooping. He's hitting open shots, man. So
defending.
it makes
Yeah,
you so much better because obviously your stars are your stars. Des and Bane playing really well outside of game one.
hmm
And you got Paolo's just, I mean, going to the rim, shooting the ball. Like, I mean, he's just as dynamic as he ever could be or should be coming out of Duke. And I mean, dude, they're up. They got game 6 at home.
yeah, yeah. They got 2 shots at this, bro.
And they're
So
not, they're not an 8 seed. So it's unfair to the Pistons, but shit, they might as well be a 4 seed. And so you're going to get your ass beat in the second round. What's the difference?
exactly. Again, it's always like to win a championship, to get to the finals, you got to beat everybody anyway. So, and the Pistons as a number 1 seed, they were doing it all year.
Best record in the East, best record in basketball outside of the OKC for the whole season, pretty much.
It's tough, dude. I don't know what's happening. I think there's some lack of shooting. They lost some shooting last year with Tim Hardaway Jr. and Beasley.
Beasley was huge for him last year.
Yeah, they're playing great, dude. Dennis Schroeder was with them last year, right?
And it could be too, though, that like I mean, remember Pistons kind of struggled a lot towards the end of the season, and Boston almost caught them. And then they hit a little bit of stride and put like a couple games in between them. But Boston was 1 game back with like a few weeks left at one point.
Yeah,
So they were dropping. I like Orlando to win at home. I almost don't even think it's possible. It's like so crazy that Orlando could, how they played this year, win this series, but I think they're going to.
I think they're going to too. And Wagner coming off the high ankle sprain is starting to play better, and he's really good when he's right. So yeah, man, that's crazy. I thought Detroit was going to win the series, and now I'm pretty confident they're not.
Yeah. No, I mean, I had Detroit. I think I had Detroit losing to Boston. I don't think Detroit's going to Boston until next year. So
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, man. I do like watching Cade play. He's really good. They got to figure out a way to just really build more around him going into next year. But yeah, man.
We got OKC against the Lakers with no Luka, I'm pretty sure. And then
6.
what's that?
They're winning in 6. Lakers will get 1.
So winning at 5.
Oh, 5. I'm sorry. I was never good at math. You can't teach taste. You can teach math, and I never learned it. So
Yeah,
5.
I got you. Don't worry about it, right?
And I'm saying that from my heart, not my head. My head will say a sweep. From my heart, I think that the Lakers can play well and win 1. But
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's crazy that they've essentially lost 3 games in a row, but they won the 3rd game, and so it's not surprising. But it's going to be ugly for LeBron. And obviously, LeBron's 41, and the first couple games he played out of his mind, dude. He didn't play particularly well in this past game. I mean, also one thing that was bugging me the most, and we don't need to talk about it, but
you shooting threes?
Why is he shooting threes, bro? You shoot 31%. Stop shooting threes in transition. It's air ball pretty much, bro. Like,
at least he's shooting, man. We're complaining about other people not shooting enough or taking the shot. At least he's taking the shot.
20 years ago, he might not have shot it, but LeBron for the last 15 years is taking that shot.
At least he's taking the shot, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, LeBron, he's still a really, really good player, but he can't carry. Like, he physically, like, it's just unfortunate, man, because Luka was playing so great. It would have been fun watching Luka in the playoffs, and they had figured it out. But yeah, they can't. They can't do it. And shout out to Marcus Smart, who's played really, really well.
Way better than I thought he could. Or would.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Josh, who's Marcus's agent. Marcus has been an amazing pickup for the Lakers, and has played really good. Big reason, maybe the biggest reason besides LeBron, that they're up 3-2 right now. I mean,
Kennard,
without him,
Kennard, bro,
it'd be a wrap.
I mean, Kennard was
great in the first 2 games.
2/3 of Luka Doncic in the first 2 games.
And he's a good pickup. Like, you can't depend on him to give you 20 every night, but he was a really good pickup. I like Luke Kennard a lot.
Yeah, so We'll see what happens, man. I'm interested to watch this Knicks Hawks game. That's probably the best game of the night. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
the Denver Minnesota game is huge, but it won't be that good of a game, I don't think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Jokic will do his thing.
Julius Randle will try to keep him close, but
Yeah, that'll be it.
that's tough. And that's who the Suns need. They need to trade Jalen Green for Julius Randle
I like that.
if they can.
Think about how tough they'd be, bro, with Dillon Brooks and Julius Randle. That'd be a
3
physical
and
team.
4, and then you could let Mark Williams bum ass play center. It doesn't matter. And then you got Book, and then you could use Colin Gillespie or Grayson or whoever you want. Let Book play.
Well, I think you need to get another point guard too. Not that I don't like Colin, but I think you get another point guard, and Book can be who he is, and you're a physical team, and you have an identity. And
Why the hell wasn't Tyus Jones that guy?
I don't know, man, because Tyus Jones played really good when he was in Minnesota and had some really good.
Well, he was a leading assist giver in the year before for the Wizards.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work, but I like that. I like that.
Julius Randle's my picket, and I want Fred VanVleet, but they can't get him. So take Julius Randle, man.
If you got Julius Randle and Fred VanVleet, I mean, now you're cooking.
Well, of course, but I mean that's in a perfect world but you need to get rid of Jalen Green. And what a lot of the people are saying is trade Book.
For who?
I don't fucking know, man. That's $72 million. I don't know.
It'd have to be a young player who is really damn good.
You can't trade Book, man. I think Ishbia came out and said he wouldn't anyways, but it's got to be Jalen Green because in another year or two his value is going to be.
Yeah,
and he makes $36 million, which you can't pay him $36 million. That's crazy.
Right.
So.
Right. I don't know. Maybe try to get like a Jalen Suggs type. I don't know what kind of contract he has, but that's what they need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want Julius Randle, man, because him and Dillon Brooks down there, you got, and then you get rid of Jalen Green, and then everyone has to defer to Book, which is what needs to happen anyways.
That'd be fun to watch, and that could be part of it. We already talked about it, but implementing Jalen Green, who is a shoot first, ask questions later, and then Dillon Brooks is, taking a lot of shots. I'm sure it affected Devin's offensive flow, but they need to figure that out because Devin needs to be the every game. Devin should be taking the most shots.
So what happened was, outside of the fact that Tyus Jones and Bradley Beal were grave sites for the Suns, and getting them off the team was as important as getting Dillon Brooks, right? I put those two together. But when Kevin Durant and Booker were out there, like neither one of them really hooped the right way. Like when they were on the floor by themselves, you could just see they knew what to do. Like KD played so much better when Book came off. So much. They didn't play well together. Steph deferred to KD, and I think that's what happened. And Devin Booker's not going to defer, and he probably shouldn't.
I agree.
But fuck. Yeah. All right. Well, I want to say one other thing too, man. Obviously, Cooper Flagg won Rookie of the Year. Mostly on the back of that 45-41 back-to-back, I think, that 96 points. I mean, that 45 game was nasty. Shout out to Klay Thompson. Back on the market. Back on the boat, bro. Back on the boat. And
Klay, dude. That boy Klay's wild, man.
I love Klay, man. Apparently, he's going to ask for a buyout. As mad as I was at him when he scored 0 points in that playing game 2 years ago, I hope he comes back to the Bay, man. He's got to retire there.
Bring him back.
What I will say is, there's a fair amount of folks online saying people only know who Klay Thompson is because of Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, my God. Don't ever disrespect Klay Thompson like that again. One of the best shooters that have ever walked planet Earth. In my estimation, the second best shooter to ever.
Agreed.
I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Ray Allen to me would be third, but I think it's Steph then Klay. Don't ever disrespect Klay like that.
Yeah, I was dead when I saw that. And you saw
That's crazy.
Klay. I think Klay said something like, well, she cheated on me first, so I cheated on her. Too bad I spent $4 million on her. But if you see his face when he's on the live stream on the boat, he's so happy, bro. He's just like.
She was stressing him out, huh, dog?
Oh, she had to be, man. And and however stressed he was, the only thing that's worse than that is her music. So, I think we can let Meg Thee Stallion die there. Also, all right, I'll say it. So how is Klay Thompson supposed to wife someone that has that kind of shit online, that music? You can't have kids where your 5-year-old kid's going to listen to that. Like, what are you talking about, bro? That shit's crazy. Wifey listens to her. She'll play it, and I'm like, what is this? I don't even know. I didn't know who it was. It was like when she first came out. And I remember I was like, the girl with that song, and she was like, yeah, I was like, she's dating Klay. She's like, really? And she's happy. I'm just like, God.
That's so
come
funny.
on, man.
Yeah, not a fan of the music personally, but yeah, it's funny. Klay, I don't know. I would love to see Klay go back to the Bay, though. Get his head right. He's, you see all the stuff. She was cooking him all this fried food and shit. You know what I mean? He's got to get back on the grilled chicken, dog.
Yeah, I mean that's what he did, man. He was in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she said she helped him through his like ups and downs of the season or something. It's just like, well, if you've never been in a relationship before, that's what happens.
Yeah, right.
Help someone through their ups and downs. So I don't want to hear that.
That's part of it. Yeah, good for you.
I mean, obviously Klay was dealing with stuff too, I'm sure, because he seems so happy. It's Klay. He doesn't say much, but you can just see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So anyway, man, I'm gonna let you go so you can watch your boys. Hopefully, you get another 39 chicken nugget from your boy Jalen Brunson.
Come on, Brunson.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. But until then, there's one thing you can try to do, but you definitely cannot do.
That's teach taste, baby. Peace.